So the question is, how did I get that first licensing deal? I'm going to tell you how it happened. So the first thing that I found really helped was to be visible. And you might have heard this so many times, but it is actually true. You need to be visible and consistent with it. So you can set yourself a target, say, I'm going to post once a week on this platform for the next 90 days, just to see if there is any results from that. Depending what platform it is, you might need to post more regularly, but just having once a week is just a start. So you want to post things like behind the scenes, a bit about your main product category, so there's an understanding what surface patterns designs are best for, because you'll find that there are surface patterns that might not work on all products. So finding that kind of product category that works best with your designs will really help. So you can get some feedback from other designers, or if you can join a Facebook group and ask opinions from other artists to see what kind of product category works well with your designs, it'll be really helpful. And then you can present more of that on your social media. This is a bit from my Instagram. So make sure you have links that work and you have a website that can be accessible. So making sure that you have those links on there that work, and that the person, if there's a client or someone, a company who wants to work with you and likes your designs and they click on the link, it needs to be accessible. They need to be able to find you or to contact you and see the things that are readily available for them. Number 2 is building connections with other artists. You might think having other artists might not help you get a job, but in my understanding, they can be a great value to you. Not only can other artists recommend you to other companies, they can also give you feedback on your artwork and where they think it fits well. And also, they can tell you if a client is worth working for, or their experience working with a client. So those are really good. And then the third thing, be ready to receive requests. So make sure the process is simple and easy for buyers who are interested to make sure that you have your contract in place and the files are print ready. A buyer might be busy, or they might not have lots of things on. So if you have all your files, your pattern designs are ready, and then you have your licensing contract ready as well, which can be amended, of course, but just have them in place, because it can be a bit stressful when you're just doing it on the last minute. So I would recommend getting the graphical artist handbook with pricing and ethical guidelines. I'll put that in the description below. And this book is really helpful because it tells you all about the guidelines of pricing within your product category in surface pattern design and illustration. It also does graphical design as well and photography, but for surface pattern design it does have that, and it's just a guideline that you can work with, and every company is different, but to have that in place, you can put that forward to quote your the company that has responded to you and wanting to work with you. So what actually happened? So I'm going to explain that. So how it happened for me to get my first licensing contract, or first licensing deal I should say, was through the Instagram story. So it was the Instagram story where one of my artist friend had put their design on, and it was like, share your work, share your best work, or something like that. And I was like, yeah, I might as well. And I saw that there was, how many? It was like 100k. No, maybe it was 1,000 people viewing it. I was like, oh, that's pretty good exposure for just do a design, one of my favorites at the time. And and then it wasn't until probably like a couple of hours later, I had a DM from a fabric shop in Czech Republic, and this lady said, I really like your designs, I would like to license them. I was like, oh, okay, which ones do you like? And then she picked all the ones, and then she said, how do I pay? I was like, oh, okay. And I started panicking because I was like, I don't know what to do. So, but fortunately, the lady said, I can't, we can talk. I said, first of all, I need to give you a quote. And then she said, I'll respond to you later in the evening. I said, yeah, that's fine. So that gave me a chance to a contract together. It was there, but I just edited it a bit. I gave the contract to her to sign. They were happy with it. And then she chose the designs. So there were 6 of them that she chose. And that was it. And then I made a payment through PayPal. And and that was it. It was just so quick. And I was like, is that how it is? And I don't think it happens that quickly usually, but it did for me. So that was really great. The one thing I would say that I would have liked to have changed or made a little bit better was presenting collections. Now at the time I was just doing single prints. So even though they did buy even though they brought 6 of my designs, there was one that they chose, which is this one, as the one to print, and they had that in their fabric shop. I tried to get the website up, but I think it's under maintenance or something, so I wanted to show you that it was on their website as well. But so they've been using this for children's clothing. That lady I spoke to did some children's clothing with it, so that was really good. So that's why I'm saying be active on social media when there are things like that. So as I was saying, being on social media is really helpful. Now I've noticed that Instagram has changed over time compared to a couple of years ago, where it was very active, and I was getting responses from companies contacting me, DMing me that they would like to buy some designs. Some of those companies were asking for a very little money, so it didn't work out, which is okay, but the exposure was there, right? So I've recently been speaking to artists and other surface pattern designers, I should say, and illustrators, and they're saying that Pinterest is the way to go for surface pattern design, and that you can build your clientele through it. And so I'm doing a 90-day Pinterest challenge, so you are more than welcome to join me on this. And I'm posting at least once a week of a surface pattern design or illustration. I'm going to try and do it twice a week if I can, but once a week minimum. To do that, you need to create a board just for your patterns. So if you're doing, say, florals, name the board floral patterns, okay? And then schedule your posts to make life a bit easier for you. If you prefer doing it on the day, then that's fine, but if you schedule them, it helps you to not think about it. And then the last thing is make sure you create good descriptions and keywords, making sure you put in the word surface pattern and the medium that you're using. If you use digital illustrations or watercolor, gouache, whatever it is, and put it in available to be licensed. And make sure you have a link to your portfolio. I've started doing that. I think it's been a week. So 90 days is about 3 months. So we're in the month of June. So let's say June, July, August, September. So around September, I'm going to come back on here and tell you what results I have. What I've been told works on Pinterest is if you put the pattern on there. So obviously not the full repeat, but cropping it off and then just putting your logo on there rather than putting mock-ups. And I think mock-ups are great and I love mock-ups, but sometimes it can be overdone. If you have just the pattern on there, it allows the client or the art director to look at the pattern itself. So if you want to join me on this challenge, please do. I think it'd be a great benefit for you to get yourself out there and exposure. It's all about exposure, and don't think about what other people are doing. You need to concentrate on your design and your focus on getting those clients. Thank you again for joining me in this video. I hope it's been helpful for you and just to get some idea of how you can get your first licensing client. So thank you again. Subscribe to this channel. If you have any questions, write in the comments below, and I'll link all the links to this video in the description below. Have a wonderful day. Bye.